A Broadway-style musical goes on stage tonight for the first time anywhere, and it's making its debut in Rock Springs. That's thanks to an unusual arrangement. A private production company from Virginia is using student actors at Western Wyoming Community College to try out the first run of their show. The result? Not your ordinary college production. Wyoming Public Radio's Elsa Hydorn reports.
It's 10 days out from opening night, and director and theater professor Jamie Young is choreographing a scene of the musical with his actors. But there's a catch.
I don't have the music for this yet. It's that new. And so I'm going to be relying on you to help me know what's happening next. Okay, you're used to that by now.
His cast of about 30 college students doesn't even flinch. And when his lead actors are handed new lyrics in the middle of a song, they just pick right up and keep singing. Unlike most college productions, there's no template for this musical. It's a historical production called First Freedom, in the same vein as the musical 1776. Sophomore Rick Ray is arranging music that's hot off the press. He gets handed a new piece of music 15 minutes before the rehearsal and writes the harmonies. Then he has to teach it to the actors.
And here is the timing after that. And because they're doing that part in 4. So my head remains unbowed, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. For there's something 3, 1, 2, 3. So you'll come in on beat 4 on that note. There you go.
But you won't hear this college student complaining about the 6-hour rehearsals or constant changes. He gets to work with Emmy Award-winning composer Sam Carden under nearly professional circumstances.
I think that Sam's music just soars, and being able to have opportunity to arrange that has been an amazing privilege. I mean, an incredible opportunity for a sophomore at Western Wyoming Community College, you know.
Free each man was born, and free each man remains. So he's beaten and he's torn and weighted down in chains. In the strength of his convictions, he can stand before the crowd. His heart beats free, and his head remains unbowed.
First Freedom chronicles James Madison's struggle with the question of freedom of religion. As we learn, Madison was one of the main agitators for that right in the newly formed U.S. He was a full generation younger than the other founding fathers, a soft-spoken, bookish, small man in his 20s, and he had a hard time convincing the others that government should stay out of religion. Here's Madison arguing against a much more watered-down version of the right.
Toleration is nothing more than saying, I give you permission to believe what you wish.
And what's wrong with that?
Your permission isn't needed. People will believe whatever they want because by nature they can. No power on earth can deny that. So your toleration, your permission, is completely irrelevant.
Madison is played by freshman Bo Brewster, who has the look of Oliver Twist. He says he's getting a lot out of the play.
It's really showing me what a purpose Madison had in his life and what he wanted to do for everyone around him, and that it wasn't a selfish thing for him. It was self-rewarding, but he did it for a purpose. And really, it shows to me what theater's all about. It's not a selfish thing. It's something to help others.
Director Jamie Young says he was convinced early on that the historical play would have a big entertainment value because Madison is such an unlikely hero.
And so I was intrigued by the underdog story of James Madison rising to accomplish a great feat. I was also intrigued by learning and teaching audiences about how religious freedom was born.
It's a surprisingly unknown story, perhaps because Madison was so successful in making it part of U.S. political philosophy. The debate was, is it the purpose of government to establish virtue or to protect individual rights? The playwright Rob Lauer explains Madison's belief.
It was protecting independence, liberty, personal rights. And if you base your government on reason, which every human being has access to, that from that virtue could be established. But it was not the purpose of government to establish virtue.
The play shows how that philosophy came from such an unexpected source to become part of the First Amendment to the Constitution, the nation's first freedom. The production company plans to take the show to a professional venue next, perhaps to Virginia, Madison's home state. And some of these actors may be hired on. The chief producer of First Freedom says he picked director Jamie Young at Western Wyoming because of his expertise in directing musicals. He's been involved in more than 80 over the years. And there's another benefit. He's likely saved hundreds of thousands of dollars by doing the first run at a college instead of professionally. Playwright Rob Lauer says the students are getting a special experience, too.
Not many college students get to see the development of a show and get to go through the stress of wondering, will we have a song today or a scene today, for rehearsal tonight. It's usually something that only professionals get to enjoy. So.
My heart beats free and my head remains unbowed.
First Freedom promises to be a great story you've probably never heard, and it's got fantastic singing. The show opens tonight at Western Wyoming Community College. For Wyoming Public Radio News, I'm Elsa Hyden.